Chapter 27, Ricky Molina. Classes? What classes? None of us can concentrate on school knowing what CJ and his mom are doing right now. There can be only one reason he'd want our blessing to take his mother to the fort. She's hiding from her husband. Marcus, the ultimate good guy, who turns out not to be a good guy after all. It's so gigantic, so earth-shaking that we can't think of anything else. I stumble through the afternoon like a zombie while teachers make sarcastic comments about how clueless I am. "What's the matter, Ricky?" Mr. Canciper asks me as I stand at the whiteboard fumbling with a geometry problem. "Did you leave your mind in an undisclosed location?" The class laughs at me, but not Evan. He knows exactly where my mind is because his mind is in the same place, in Bennett Delamere's bomb shelter. We spend the rest of the school day texting CJ for updates. By dismissal, the four of us have sent him 37 messages, 23 from Mitchell alone. We get a grand total of 2 replies. At Peru, when CJ and his mom first make it to the fort, and about an hour later, no news. "No news?" Mitchell wails in the class change before 9th period. "No fair. How can he tell us nothing?" "Maybe there's nothing to tell," I suggest. "Mitchell's right," Jason puts in. "Not knowing what's going on is pretty frustrating." "It's worse when you're me," Mitchell complains. "That's what OCD is. You have no choice but to obsess on stuff." "Well, this time we're with you 100%, I assure him. We're all pretty obsessed with CJ and his mom right now. When the final bell rings, we meet in the hall to discuss what to do. "What do you mean, what to do?" Mitchell demands. "The only question is why we're not doing it already. We're going to the fort, right?" I'm hesitant. "I don't know. If CJ wanted us, he would have asked. It's a pretty sensitive thing when your family breaks up." "Tell me about it," Jason groans. "Well, I'm going," Evan says decisively. "If they don't need me, I'll leave, but I have to make the offer." That makes sense to the rest of us. The plan, Evan, Mitchell, and I will start out for the fort. Jason, who's meeting Janelle, promises to join us ASAP and takes off. No sooner have we left the school than an all too familiar unmuffled engine blasts its roar from the pickup line. And there, among the SUVs and minivans, sits the Mustang, bouncing up and down as Yeager pumps the brake. "Oh no," Mitchell moans. "We can't go to the fort now. They'll follow us." "Unless we can give them the slip," Evan adds. Mitchell's unconvinced. "How are we going to do that? They have a car." "I have an idea," I tell them. Do you think you can keep those guys distracted for a few minutes?" Mitchell is dismayed. "What? How?" "I've got a bone to pick about Luke hanging his dirty socks on the doorknob," Evan says determinedly. "And I can't think of a better time to make a big deal out of it than right now." "Do it." I start along the circular drive until I'm behind the Mustang, and out of the corner of my eye, I see Evan and Mitchell approach the car. Perfect. No one's watching me. I reach down to the edge of the driveway and scoop up 2 big clumps of earth and grass. And then, staying low so that I can't be seen in the mirrors, I come up behind the car. I can hear Yeager's voice over the low thrum of the engine. "Well, if it isn't Mitchell Worthless, my favorite sprinkler system. Irrigated any vegetables lately?" "They weren't vegetables, they were herbs," Mitchell stammers. I mean, no." "So what do you say, Luke?" Evan demands. "Will you clean up your socks, or do I have to tell Grandma?" And that's when I reach the back of the Mustang and jam the handfuls of sod into the twin tailpipes. The fit is better than I could have hoped for. It rained last night, so the dirt is like wet cement, completely blocking both openings. And then I get up and run, slapping Evan and Mitchell on the shoulders as I pass between them, and they're hot on my heels. As we sprint along the drive, I hear the Mustang's big engine swell, and I can't resist peering over my shoulder to watch the red sports car squeal out of line, make it a few yards, and then stall out, blocking the roadway. It's one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. Mitchell's amazed. "What did you do to them?" "Keep running," I pant. "If those guys pull the mud out of their tailpipes, they're going to come after us." We dashed through town, cutting across backyards and hopping fences just in case our pursuers had figured out how to get the Mustang started again. We don't slow down until we're safely on the wooded path to the fort. I entertained them by explaining how a car motor needs air to work. If exhaust gases can't get out the tailpipe, there's no room for fresh air to get into the combustion chamber and the engine dies. Forever? Mitchell asks fearfully. I shake my head. It'll be fine once they clear out the exhaust pipes, but so many things can go wrong in a car that it might take them a while to figure out what the problem is. Which gives us time to get away, Evan adds with satisfaction. Mitchell shoots me a look that's almost respect. It's a first. When we reach the fort, we don't even bother climbing up the lookout tree to search for Luke and Yeager. We know exactly where they are, stalled out, blocking the middle school driveway with a lot of angry parents stuck behind them. We open up the trapdoor and let ourselves in. CJ rushes over to the ladder to block our way. You guys shouldn't have come. Behind him, we see Mrs. Sciuto on the couch talking into her cell phone. We want to help, Evan offers. This is private, CJ insists. His mother stands up. Nothing's private anymore. CJ, let him in.